Hey everybody, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and today is Sunday. It's the 24th of May, so let's go. Moon's in Virgo, and it's going to be void of course at 8:54 p.m. tonight, okay? Look, astrology time, right? You come here for it. This is a day, okay? Stop what you're doing. Intuition can pay off big time today. As soon as you hear this, right? Look, make that announcement, put it out there. Take the first step, okay? Now, hey now, what's going on? Yesterday we got cleaned up, and we got some pretty domesticated and mundane stuff done, right? And it's very Virgo. You know, it seems Virgo, but today that Virgo is going to morph. And what's it going to morph into? Well, you see, the facts are in, and there are numbers, and that just don't seem favorable, okay? They are overwhelmingly in your favor, positive, right? Yes. So they're not just favorable, they're overwhelmingly favorable. So let's talk about this. As soon as you hear this, put everything on hold and get that big project underway. All right? Put down the deposit, make the change, commit yourself. If you do it today, the results are going to be extraordinary, and we're going to lay that out for you. The bigger the plan, the better. I mean, if you already have a rough idea what to do, but just like a rough gemstone, it requires a careful eye and a steady hand to make it into something more lasting, an heirloom quality piece. So get started today. And today's keyword is legacy. All right, so the color is a Labradorite. I just moved it over there. It was sitting on my table here, and it's been sitting there for quite some time, and I just decided to move it over with the rest of the stones and everything like that over by my candles, so that way it can charge that area and just give some of its power to today. Labradorite's a great stone because it's associated with Mercury. It's got a little bit of green sheen to it. It has that iridescence going through it, right? And we want that color to come through, that green to like brighten up our Virgo spark, because that's going to be quite intense today. Now, does everybody have a Virgo spark? Well, sure you do when that moon is in Virgo. There's some things that we can do that are better, right? Said like a true Virgo ascendant, right? Things that we can do are better, that can be better. Now, we just want to make sure that we're paying attention to what it is that we do. So let's be mindful of it, and here's a good way to do it, okay? The sun in Gemini is going to love this idea, okay? Just moving forward. Let's go. Bing, 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 bing. There are so many things that we can possibly do. Gemini season is best represented by a ball and a pinball machine, bouncing around, racking up the score until it shoots down the middle and it's game, or that ball's out of play. Now, one of the more nuanced moves that we can do is controlling the velocity of ball at launch, right? This is where we're at. Unlike that pinball game, this ball is going to stay in play for as long as your mind is on that ball. That's right. You got to keep it moving. Now, if you get distracted, the ball's out of play. The sun and Neptune, they're sextile tonight, and that's going to bring the power of the sun into that creative little mini grand trine with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. So the sun being in this, we're all in now. We're ready. We're locked in. This is the time. We're ready to move forward. Now, sun and Uranus, that's going to harness that sudden power Uranus has been using on tech and stuff like that to make life miserable and direct that energy into our creative efforts. That's right. We need that surprise. We need that element of surprise, that little bit of that flair. You know, the stuff that's been making us understand the tech better, even that's been vexing us, it can do the same thing with our creativity. It's going to make us understand our creativity better and how to produce to get results. And that's what we really need to do. Now, if you ever felt like you needed a sign to begin your journey into a more creative and purposeful existence, hello, this is your chance. This is where you begin. Put your coin in the slot, launch the ball. Now, the moon in Virgo is also square Mercury in Gemini. Now, this is good. Squares? I thought they were bad. Nope, this is good. Why is it good? Well, because the rapid-fire tendencies of Mercury in his domicile can be distracting. This tones it down, right? Makes the intuitive equally important. That's what the moon and Mercury do when they're together. When they're opposing each other, when they're conjunct, that moon tends to be like, okay, let's slow this down a little bit. Let's make this less mercurial, right? So the moon is in the no-nonsense sign that Mercury rules, which is Virgo, and she will slow Mercury down. That's right. We do it by the Virgo ways, right? This highlights the public-facing side of our endeavors in a very favorable way. A path started today will be fully known when the sun is in this spot in Virgo. That is a prediction for you, right? Neptune and Pluto can change things for us here. And the beauty of it all is that it can come from multiple sources. That's right. We're not just tied down to one thing. We're able to just be able to go forward and pay attention to some of our multiple creative things that we do. Some of us just don't do one thing. You know, I always celebrate polymaths here. Do that. Be the polymath. You can do it. You know, you can draw, you can paint, you can do whatever you need to do. Do what you need to do. Design something, build something, do whatever it is, right? Whatever it is you're destined to do it. It's going to be a good day for it, right? Start it off and keep it in mind, right? Now, look, be consistent and attentive at all times. That's right. You don't have to be totally, on it because there's things that take us away from it. But if you're attentive to it and you're consistent with it, every day you will see results that start to accumulate, and they'll start to snowball right now. It's not, you can do it. You can seriously do it. Now, streamline your processes to allow for the things that really matter, okay? And to allow for this intense focus. Once that ball's in play, the moon, the void of course moon, that's going to happen at 8:24, that's not really going to matter, is it? Because it's not a new idea. We're doing what we're doing, what we started today, right? So that's what we're doing. The moon is sextile expensive Jupiter, and that genie is out of the bottle, just expansive, right? This is where we're going to just take off and just look for things to boost our creativity, to boost what it is that we're doing, to put it out there and make sure that we get something in return. Because remember that Jupiter, Venus in Cancer theme is still underlying all of this, right? This doesn't supersede that. This augments it and brings more to us. Now, spend tomorrow as planned and just keep your newer priorities balanced and top of the mind. And look, here's an easy one for everyone to follow. Let your new default action be to focus on the creative. Instead of consuming the content of others, like endlessly doom scrolling or something like that, start focusing on your own creations. How many times have you gotten swept up in the pointless multi-part stories on TikTok that really is just recycled content from years ago? Chopped up by an AI engine with an AI voiceover that is meant to farm engagement. Well, it's doing its job, right? Pass that stuff by and put your own spin on the things that interest you. You can do this and use the late night tonight to explore your creative ideas even further. So our historical notes for today, oh yes, this is always fun. In 1767, Samuel Adams, the beer guy, writes the instructions for Boston Town Meeting opposing the Sugar Act, laying the groundwork for colonial resistance to taxation without representation. We need some of that. And our birth is in 15 BC. These always fascinate me because how do they get these things? Well, it's Germanicus Julius Caesar. He's a Roman politician and army commander, born in Roma, Italia, and he's in the Roman Empire. And he died in 19 AD. Interesting character, very, very interesting, very successful compared to Alexander the Great, only because he died so young and was just so successful militarily by the Romans. So that's all I have for you. So let's go back and recap, shall we? Get started today. Just don't wait, okay? Today's keyword is legacy, and the color is Labradorite. And that's all I have for you. Do me a favor. Do all the nice things. Comment. I love commenting back. The more comments I get, the happier I feel, the more I feel like I am engaging people. And I do like to engage you all. And as you know that, if you've had interactions with me, you know that I do like engaging and talking. And, save the things for later. Share them. That makes it easy too. Today's an 8. Happy astrocatting.